Morning, Steve.
Morning, Daylon.
How are you, man?
Good.
How's
Happy
the weekend?
Monday.
Happy Monday.
Okay, it's almost 10 o'clock. Let's see if people are just getting started late here this morning.
How's Floyd?
Good.
Good, man.
Morning, Jean. Good morning, Christina.
Good morning.
Good morning, Judy.
Morning.
Good morning, Will.
Good morning.
Will Bernal, the unknown superstar, kind of came, snuck up on us with all these. I didn't know you had all those deals going. That's great, man.
Yeah, I was busy May, so
You sure have been
I
busy.
almost locked up another one yesterday, but it didn't happen. Started sneaking one more for the month.
Yeah, but you're a real inspiration. You're a great story. I'd love to talk to you later about sharing that story maybe with in some of our events, because I think that a lot of other realtors would be motivated and inspired by that, of what you're able to accomplish during the lockdown.
A lot of phone calls.
A lot of phone calls, right?
Yeah. Steve, I was just gonna ask you, this time this week, maybe we hop on a call, or if I can go to the office, I'll try to get the chime set up, and I know create that separation. I think to get that up and running.
Right. Yeah. If you want to talk after the meeting this afternoon,
Sure.
we could work on that.
Awesome, great.
Thanks for joining, guys. Good morning. Make sure you call your realtor friends and associates and make sure you let them know. Mindset Monday starting just about now.
Hey, Will, what's up, man? How are you?
Good morning.
What's going on, bro? How are you?
How are you? You got some sun, it looks like, over the weekend.
Yeah, bro. You see this? It was about time. I was super white.
Yeah, well, you've been in the office a lot.
All right, let's give it 2 more minutes. People are starting to join now.
Good morning, Carol. Good morning, Monica.
Good morning.
And then for MSK 18195, we have a call today at 11 o'clock. So this, I'm gonna bring up again.
Good morning.
Good morning, Monica. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you. How are you guys doing?
Good, good, good. How was that closing?
A headache, but it's close.
Good. Congrats.
Thank you. You look 10.
I look 10.
See?
See, I got a little bit of sun.
That's nice.
Good morning, Rob. Good morning, Mr. Sells. All right, 1 more minute. All right, guys, welcome everybody. And I hope everyone had a great weekend and you enjoy yourself, enjoy spending some time with the family. This morning, I want to welcome everybody to Mindset Monday. As you know, we're always here for you to start the week strong and with the right mindset, because as you know, mindset matters. So for the topic that I had, that I put together for you guys today, it has to do with obviously real estate, but most as to how to make real estate less stressful. A lot of you know that real estate can be a very stressful business. Owning a real estate business has the potential to be a stressful career. And there are a lot of reasons for this. And you're probably familiar with most of them. But with a few strategies, you can elevate your career from stressful to satisfying. Obviously, that has a lot to do with having the right mindset in place. So what do you imagine when stressful real estate career comes to mind? Well, probably agents working long and crazy hours, including weekends, struggling to show properties to demanding clients. Then on top of everything else, you have paperwork and scouting new leads. And this goes on and on and on. So why is real estate so stressful? Well, for starters, it's one of the most competitive marketplaces. A lot of times, the best agents have to beat out the other agents to consistently continue getting listings. That said, there are a lot of many factors and variables that go in the job. And let's not ignore the fact that it can also be one of the most depressing careers. And a lot of you might have experienced this throughout your career. After all, your salary can depend on the market you live in and even some of those variables that you don't fully control. So unfortunately, to top it off, the general public maintains a stereotype that agents just show homes, make offers, and then sit back and wait for the big paycheck to roll in. If only it were that easy, right? Well, the truth is, being on call basically all day, every day, it does take a toll. A lot of you might agree with me on this one. So agents are constantly on call and on deadlines. Though there are many aspects of home purchase that the buyer and sellers do not see, and this falls on the agent to take control of. So you have negotiations can take a bad turns and add a lot of extra work on that agent. So to sum it up, the list of reasons and problems that stress out real estate agent is seemingly endless, but it doesn't have to take over your life. That's the good news. So here are some stress reducing techniques and things you can do to keep stress away. So I'm gonna share these techniques with you. Hopefully you can take some notes on this. There are about 5 techniques I put together, and let's start with number 1. The number 1 technique will be work in the moment. Number 1, work in the moment. So keep your mind focused on the task at hand. A lot of people who experience stress are either reliving the past, especially negative experiences, or worrying about the future. Anytime you miss out on a listing or lose a buyer for a listing, don't spend time dwelling on that. Just learn from the experience and move on to the next thing. So number 1, work on the moment. Number 2, keep a firm schedule and never put things off. So number 2, keep things scheduled and never put things off. Knowing what you're doing and when you're doing it will put your mind at ease each and every day. The most stressed out agents are on a scattered schedule. Remember, they say a good day starts the night before. Me in particular, I like to plan out my day. I do have a planner. I always carry this planner with me. And the night before, I don't go to sleep until I have everything planned out for the rest of for my following day. I can do it on the computer. I like using a planner and write things down. If you know when you're talking to clients, when you're prospecting, and when you're marketing any listings you have, then you can focus on those much easier. If you're confident in how you will execute certain tasks, the task will go more smoothly. So never procrastinate. Even if it's a bad project that you have been putting off for a long time, remember that it gets easier once you just put your mind to getting it done. So that's very, very important. Schedule an hour or 2 just for that task. Sit down and only focus on that. Once you have overcome your procrastination and completed a project you were dreading, keep doing this regularly until it becomes easier or better yet, enjoyable. And it also becomes part of your routine. So make sure you start the night before, you put things in paper, everything that you don't like doing it, try to get it done first thing in the day. So number 3, put your routine activities, hobbies, and any non-work related activities on the schedule as well. So that's number 3. Put your routine activities, hobbies, and any non-work related activities on the schedule. Step away from work for an adequate amount of time each week and have this reprieves on your schedule. If you work all day and evening with nothing in between, you're almost guaranteed to burn yourself out. So we suggest taking time to relax, unplug, meditating without your smartphone or any other distractions that you might have. Taking time to listen to music and relaxing or even dozing off for a few minutes can up your thinking power and reduce stress level. So that's number 3. Put your routine activities, hobbies, and any non-work related activities on the schedule. Number 4, identify your biggest stress producers and give yourself pep talks beforehand. Number 4, identify your biggest stress producers and give yourself pep talks beforehand. At what point during these work tasks are you or were you the most stressed out? So I'm going to give you a few and think about that. So number 1 will be listing presentations, showings, closings, negotiations, prospecting. At what point during this work task are or were you the most stressed? And think about it for a second. With each of these challenges, you have to keep your expectation realistic and be ready to give yourself encouraging advice. You must prepare to succeed and pep talk yourself for all occasions. So sometimes you might have to, it looks like you're doing yourself a pep talk, but you're talking to yourself, and you're setting up your mind to win. You're setting up your mind to succeed. This is very important, and that's number 4 for you. Number 5, remember that failing to prepare is preparing to fail. So number 5 is remember that failing to prepare is preparing to fail. This is most evident during the listing presentation, but steadily taking out time to work on improving the items that cause you the most grief will surely enhance your business model. In particular, we advise against winging it, a listing presentation or any kind of presentation. Don't wing it, prepare. Most realtors use a CMA as a listing presentation, and they compete over price to get listings. It is not unusual for an agent to name a higher price than they feel the home will sell for just to get the listing. Basing your listing off a CMA is a problem for that reason. What works better is to evaluate the seller's motivation before going on a listing appointment and then using a proven listing presentation to get the listing. Try to solve your seller's pain points and show how you address their fears. For example, you can admit the housing market is still rough and then solve the problem by showing how you can sell homes in a rough housing market. And once you have convinced the seller, now it's time for what? Just ask for the listing. So that's a very important aspect of presentations. Preparing for it, having your mind right, and making yourself available to show your client, your seller, how you can solve their problems. That's Mindset Monday for you guys, and that's what I have put together to share with you. And as you know, real estate, again, it can be very stressful, especially when we're dealing with things that we cannot control. So again, control what you can control, and that starts with your mind. So thank you again for staying with us. Do I have any questions or any suggestions as to how to make real estate less stressful? All right, so hopefully that worked then. All right, so we have an awesome week ahead of us. A lot of you have done, a few of you have done some closings, and I know you're super excited, and now it's about to keep that momentum going. So we invite you to stay connected with us throughout the week. Go to www.brokernation.event for a list of upcoming trainings that we're gonna be having. And Steve is here with us. Steve, what do we have set for tomorrow?
Yeah, thanks, Daylon. Tomorrow is module 3 of 4, lead generation. My personal favorite. This is the part where you get creative. We create lead magnets, and we go about the business of generating our own leads, not having to pay Zillow and Realtor.com for leads, but the ability to generate our own leads, which I believe is a really important talent and skill that any successful real estate agent has to have nowadays, especially online leads. So tomorrow we're going to be focusing on that. So again, this is module 3, 103 of 4. In module 1, we did foundation 101 stuff. There was a cheat sheet for that. So email me if you didn't get that. Module 2 was setting up our automation and taking it one step further with doing all the setups and the housekeeping that we need for our website and our CRM. So number 3 is where we start taking all that stuff and turning it into actual lead generation. And then module 4 next week, or on Thursday rather, will be about closing up, nurturing those leads and then closing them up and getting them to the closing table. So make sure you check out www.brokernation.events. And I didn't post it yet. I'm about to post it after this, and go there and register for that. So that's tomorrow at 11. Tomorrow at 11, guys.
All right, guys. So I'll see you guys tomorrow at 11. Stay tuned for the upcoming trainings, and join us. So I hope you have a great day and an awesome week. To your success, guys.
Thank you, Delan. See you later, buddy.
Thanks,
Later,
guys.
Thank you,
everybody.
Dylan.
Thank you. Have a great week.
Thanks, everybody. Everybody wave.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.